Bungie has finally done it, but not without immense controversy. And we'll get to all of that in just a moment, because first things first, now is a time to celebrate. We are getting exactly what you see on screen here, which is exotic class item attunement. This isn't my image. This actually comes from Bungie themselves, and they posted this today on social media saying exotic class item attunement, development screen, subject to change, partner dust, and it is expected to launch with episode 2, which is all very, very exciting. This is exactly what the Destiny community has wanted ever since these exotic class items were first introduced to the game, and we got to realize just how stingy these drop rates are and how frustrating it is trying to get the exact roll you want and create those really, really powerful prismatic builds. And there's so much fun, there's so many cool combinations here. The RNG is just absolutely terrible. So terrible that people obviously created macros. And in the process, Bungie has now banned macros in Destiny 2 and said that they will be issuing warnings in future issues that come with macros. So if you want to use macros for XP farming or things of that nature, I wouldn't do so. You're going to get a warning or potentially just get an outright ban in doing so. So be mindful of that. And that is the big controversy that we have to talk about. A lot of people are really frustrated with the change in the terms of service to macros. I'm a little bit torn on it because obviously console players out there, you're watching this and shaking your head at every single person right now saying that, you guys, we can't do macros over here, all right? So PC players, you'll be fine without them, of course. Now, the other issue that comes with this is that a lot of people are misreading the situation because a lot of people have said that the 6 people that were running the macro server on Discord were banned for using them, which Bungie has clarified that that was not the case. They were banned for other reasons. And I'm inclined to believe Bungie on the situation because I don't really see why they would, target some individuals for this. That doesn't really seem like Bungie's MO. I don't think that they're out for blood, right? I don't think they're trying to target ban people, but you never know what the situation is. And that's just the way I perceive it though. So I think that they were probably banned due to other breaks in the terms of service, as Bungie has said. I don't see any other evidence to say otherwise. Until I see that evidence, then I'm going to incline to just believe that at this point in time. But a lot of people have mischaracterized the story, and that has taken immense virality. And a lot of people are jumping on that news story saying that Bungie banned a bunch of people that were running the macro Discord, and they obviously didn't deserve it. And then they changed their terms of service after the fact, right? And that's obviously, if that was the truth to the events, that would be a terrible, terrible thing. But Bungie has clarified that isn't, according to them, that's not what happened. So that's why we need to talk about that. That's the big controversy. But now we need to talk about this exotic class item attunement. This is going to be really exciting. We're going to have the ability in the top column there. You can see every option is available there. You're going to have Spirit of the Bear, Spirit of the Abeyant, Spirit of the Eternal Warrior, Hoarfrost, Severance, Ophidian, Light Assassin. In the second column there, you can see all 8 options are there: Scars, Contact, Verity, Syntheseps, Star Eater, Armamentarium, Alpha Loopy, and Horn are all going to be available. And keep in mind that some of these are really, really bad perks right now. But Bungie has also stated that they're going to be buffing some of the weaker ones, especially for the Titan subclass. So keep that in mind. Some of the weaker ones for Titan should get buffed substantially. And in the process, we'll create even more powerful prismatic builds, which is always really exciting because, who doesn't want to run around and just absolutely mow through enemies using these fun prismatic builds. So that is the news in regards to the exotic class item attunement. Obviously, Bungie decided to chip this news story out as fast as possible, given all of the immense backlash that was going on social media. They tried to clarify that situation, and they tried to redirect the narrative over towards, hey, we're finally doing exotic class item attunement. It's happening here. Like, they even went as far as just getting a quick development screen out. We haven't actually seen them do this before. This kind of screams a little bit desperation, like they're trying to put out a fire here with this, like, we're doing it, okay? We're sorry we took away your macros. Here, yeah, we promise. Like, all of the entirety of the community. I have not seen the Destiny community so angry before. Every post, every reply, Twitter, Reddit, there's so much anger, so much backlash that they would ban the macro first and then announce the attunement. I don't know who is running things at Bungie right now, but you got to get your order of operations down first, okay? You need to give people the good news, all right? Give them the good news, and then afterwards, if you have to, announce some bad news right afterwards. But give them the really good news first. They should have announced this first. This should have been the post. And then along with that they were changing their terms of service, so that way people would not use the macro. And more importantly, they should also not make that change to the terms of service go live until this is live. Because right now we are in Act 2 of Episode 1, and next week will be Act 3, and I'll be live streaming that. So make sure you're following me on twitch.tv /lucky10p. But this actually goes live with episode 2, which episode 2 right now is not scheduled to go live until so much later, near October 8th, 2024. So right now it's August 19th. We have to wait until October 8th for this to go live. It's like a month and a half, Bungie. It takes a long time. I don't know why it takes so long for them to develop this exotic class item attunement. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I am an armchair developer that could solve this overnight, because I definitely couldn't. But it would be really nice if they had been working on this for a long time beforehand, or at least kind of had the inclination in their mind about the level of time invested in getting these exotic class items. It seems like it was a massive oversight. They didn't see this coming at all, and they completely ruined a lot of the fun of the final shape due to this exotic class item situation. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment, though. If you had fun with the final shape's arrival, are you currently playing Destiny 2? Are you currently, engaging with the game or with the content? Obviously, you're watching this video, so let me know what you're doing in regards to Destiny 2, where your sentiment lies currently with Destiny 2, because a lot of people are really upset. In fact, they're so upset that they've actually started a boycott petition on Twitter. At this point in time, it's been out for several hours. It has like 400 likes on it. I don't know if it's really going to gain too much steam, too much attraction, but people are so upset that they're literally starting boycotts and trying to get people to not play Act 3 or Episode 2. I forget which one it was, but that's how upset people are. We're at the point where people are trying to boycott Bungie. That's the level that the Destiny community has gotten to with their outrage right now. And I think that Bungie was really trying to, put out that fire with this post. They were trying to ship this out as quickly as possible, because it's obviously been L after L after L after L for Bungie in the last few weeks. We had the layoff situation, and just so many other things are just going back to back to back. People not particularly enjoying so many different elements of the final shape and getting really frustrated with so many different things. Obviously, Bungie scrapping some of the Destiny projects is really sad and really frustrating. Bungie investing so much time and so much money into Marathon, which could potentially be a massive flop and has nothing to do with the Destiny audience. Like, the Destiny audience isn't even going to like this game. We all play PvE over here mostly. I mean, there's a little bit of PvP fans out there, shout out to PvP players, but Marathon is going to be, presumably, if it's the extraction shooter like all the other ones, it's going to be a PvP game. So obviously people are not going to be super excited about that in Destiny 2. We don't play a ton of PvP. If you look at, even if you are a big a person that really loves PvP and you're watching this right now, if you look at the population charts at any point in time, it's like 10 to 15% of the player base is playing PvP. Most of us are playing PvE. We're out there doing patrols. We're out there doing strikes. We're out there doing raids. We're doing dungeons. We're doing PvE activities of some kind. All the other PvE activities are in the game. There's literally like hundreds. And then there's a little sideshow of PvP that people enjoy from time to time. So Marathon is adding a level of frustration. All these other things, Pete's car collection, and now the exotic class item attunement ban and the change to terms of service. Bungie is really not catching too many W's right now. This W right now is a substantial one, though. This is something we should celebrate, but it almost comes at such a bad time that it's hard. It has, like, I have this sour taste in my mouth. I'm like, timing is so bad. All these massive misses over and over and over again. Bungie, please get your act together here. You're making it hard to be a Bungie fan, or you're making it hard to be a Destiny 2 player. You're making it hard to support you. So please do better with the future of announcements of changes to the terms of service and announcing things like this. Hopefully the next 3 videos I make are not negative. I would love to be like, Bungie did it, Bungie's doing it, Bungie's killing it, Destiny 2 is getting better, the player base is increasing, Act 3 is amazing, Episode 2 is going to be even better, the exotic mission is epic. That's what I want. Those are the videos I want to make. I don't want to sit here and absolutely take a shit on Bungie day after day, but unfortunately that's where we're left with the news, and that's what I cover here is the news. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you do want to stay up to date to that news. And I'm out, right? No more ranting, no more raging. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.